please stand if you're willing or able and join us singing hymn 108, My Life Goes On, an endless song. My life flows on in endless song above earth's lamentation. I hear the real, though far off hymn that hails a new creation. All the tumult and the strife, I hear the music ringing. It sounds an echo in my soul. How can I keep from singing? What though the tempest around me roars, I know the truth it liveth. What though the darkness around me close, the song in night it giveth. No storm can shake my inmost calm, while to that rock I'm clinging. In love prevails in heaven and earth. How can I keep from singing? When tyrants tremble as they hear the bells of freedom ringing, when friends rejoice both far and near, how can I keep from singing? To prison cell and dungeon vile, our thoughts to them are winging. When friends by shame are undefiled, how can I keep from singing?
Good morning, First Unitarian. Sorry I'm late. All right. I am Reverend Mike Moran, and I have the honor of serving this congregation as minister, and I've been doing that for about 20 years. Yeah. Whomever you are, whomever you love, no matter your financial condition, whether you arrived starving for connection or overflowing with gifts of the Spirit, you are welcome here. If this is your first visit with us today, please let the offering basket pass you by when it comes around. Your presence is gift enough. And I have to tell you, I have gladness in my heart this morning, and that is because it is my great pleasure to welcome my friend, Reverend Alicia Forde, back to our pulpit. Yeah. Reverend Alicia is the director of the International Office at the Unitarian Universalist Association, and she's been working for the Unitarian Universalist Association for about 15 years or so, and I've known Alicia for probably over 20 now, I think. So anyway, I have gladness in my heart today. Welcome, Reverend Alicia. Have you come here needing a little light in an apparently darkening world? Have you come knowing that love is a great and mysterious calling for your spirit? Have you gathered in this sacred space because you refuse to give up on hope? Have you come knowing that there's a larger love out there that is looking for you? Is there some spirit moving in your life today? Oh, come on, anybody? This is a place where children are taught that religion is for joy and comfort and curiosity and gratitude and love, where everyone is encouraged to listen to the truth that is within. This is a place where you are warmly invited to take part in this great journey of the mind, the heart, and the spirit. This is a place where we are religiously diverse and eager to welcome people of goodwill, regardless of race, ethnic origin, sexual orientation, religious background. This is a place made sacred by yours and our most holy intentions. That's not going to last. I was leading a class once in a smallish classroom, and we had a chalice, and there was a light overhead, and the light just blinked out. And I said, well, I guess we'll be here by candlelight for a little while. And we were in candlelight for a little while, and then the light came back on. And we were in the light for a little while, and then the candle went out. And I said to those there, if that candle comes back on, you know you are in the right church. Welcome, folks.
Whoever you are and wherever you are welcome here. This song is for you.
We are many, we are one. The light of the world is within you. Sacred and worthy is your soul. A place has been made for you. If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. And if you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. We'll find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. If you toss and then you turn and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Whoa. We find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends. be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you. Like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. You'll always have my shoulder when you cry. I'll never let go, never say goodbye. No, you can count on me like 1, 2, 3, and I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, you can count on me 'cause I can count on you.
Good morning, friends that we can count on. That song was lovely. Thank you, Cora and Evan. This morning, I'm going to read a story for you called Be Kind. I'm Erin Kenworthy, the Director of Religious Exploration, and so if you are young or young at heart, or you just want to see the pictures better, you can come on up to the front. And which mic should I pull, Greg, if I'm gonna? This one? Okay. Oop. Hello? There we go. Cool. All right. I will need some help. Can somebody come hold the microphone for me so everybody can hear my voice? Evan, do you want to come? Thanks. You can sit over here. It's good. Yeah. Thank you. Be Kind by Pat Zeitlow Miller, illustrated by Jen Hill. Hold it way up. Tamisha spilled grape juice yesterday. Yeah. All over her new dress. Everyone laughed. I almost did too, but Mom always tells me to be kind, so I tried. I don't think it worked. I said, purple is my favorite color. And I thought Tanisha would smile, but she ran into the hall instead. When she came back, snack time was over. She put on her art smock and didn't look at anyone. I almost told Tanisha that art was my favorite class, but I didn't want her to leave again. So I painted purple splotches and added some green until I had a bunch of beautiful violets. And while I painted, I thought about Tanisha. Should I have handed her my napkin, let her borrow my sweatshirt, or spilled my juice so everyone stared at me instead? What does it mean to be kind anyway? Maybe it's giving, making cookies for Mr. Rinaldi who lives alone, or letting someone with smaller feet have my too tight shoes. He might win races in them too. Maybe it's helping, putting dirty dishes in the sink, cleaning up after Otis, our class guinea pig. He's a messy eater. Maybe it's paying attention, telling Desmond I like his blue boots, asking the new girl to be my partner, and listening to Aunt Franny's stories, even the ones I've heard before. Being kind should be easy, like throwing away a wrapper or recycling a bottle or saying thank you and bless you. My mom says the quickest way to be kind is to use people's names. Hey, Kayla. What's new, Omar? Good afternoon, Rabbi Mandelbaum. Being kind can be hard too, even when you know what to do. Teaching someone something I'm good at is tricky, even when I'm patient. And sticking up for someone when other kids aren't kind is really hard and really scary. Maybe I can't solve Tanisha's grape juice problem. Maybe all I can do is sit by her in art class and paint this picture for her because she knows that I like purple too. Maybe I can only do small things, but my small things might join small things other people do, and together they could grow into something big. Something really big, so big that all our kindnesses spill out of our school and spread through the town, travel across the country, and go all the way around the world. Right back to Tanisha and me so that we can be kind again and again and again. Thanks, Eben. So, in the last picture here, this little girl who's been in art class thinking about what it's like to be kind or what it means to be kind has finished her painting and she's handing it to Tanisha, the girl who spilled the grape juice. And on the next page, Tanisha takes the picture home and hangs it up in her room. Yeah, that's how that ends. But kindness goes on and on. We can be kind to each other in lots of small and different ways. So I wonder, what's something that you've done recently that was meant as a kindness? Any answers? Eben, what did you just do that was really kind?
Hold the microphone for you.
Want to say it again?
Hold the microphone for you.
Exactly. That was a huge offer of kindness. My other ask is for you to think about what kindnesses have been offered to you, like a hug. And when you notice a kindness, it is okay to let the other person know that you're grateful for that kindness when it occurs. Coro, did you want to add?
So yesterday or 2 days ago, we were coming home from the Rockies game, and I had a huge bloody nose, and the person next to us gave me a tissue, which really helped.
That's amazing. Somebody had a resource that you needed, and they shared?
I think it was 2 days ago, maybe yesterday. We were going to the circus on our first day of school, and I invited somebody from our school to come, and I got invited to a birthday party yesterday, too.
Yeah. I love how when we are kind, sometimes kindness comes back around our way. Right. It was a different person.
He said thank you anyway.
Yeah. Kindness can come at us not always from the same direction we sent it out, right? It can come to us another direction, but it's still kind of out there in the world and coming back around. Yeah? All right. One more. Go ahead.
When I was at the thrift shop yesterday, my mom told me I had to return the cart back up to the store, and someone who was going in the store offered to take it up for me.
Yeah, so you were doing a kindness by returning the cart, and then somebody came along and helped you complete the task. So kindness feeds kindness, I think, and we can put more of that out in the world. And I know that the folks here are really good at that, but you can just be mindful and notice it. All right, will you help me sing our children out to story time in the chapel this morning. Thank you so much.
Stand as you are willing and able, and join us in singing "Comfort Me" from the Teal Hymnal, number 1002.
Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul.
Sing with me.
Sing with me. Sing with me. Sing with me, oh my soul. Sing with me. Sing with me. Sing with me, oh my soul.
Dance with me.
Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me, oh my soul. Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me, oh my soul.
Comfort me.
Comfort me. Comfort me. Comfort me, oh my soul. My soul. Comfort me. Comfort me. Comfort me, oh my soul.
Hi there, I'm Sally Isaacson, your assistant treasurer. Your financial contributions help keep this, keep this wonderful building and our wonderful staff going. However, there's a third pillar of this church, and that's our members. And one of the, let's say 3A, are the committees. Now, the pandemic sort of ended committees because they had no place to do their stuff. And we are now ramping up for church in September. Most committees could use some people. And if you want to know what the committees do, if you go to our website and go to About, and then over on the right is Committees, and it describes the committees. So that if you wish to get involved, which is a wonderful way to meet people, I suggest you do that and follow up on it. Now, just to give you a flavoring of volunteering, we need about 3 people to help us move the laundry from the Family Promise program, from the community room down the elevator and out to a car. So after the service, if you are feeling that urge to volunteer, we'd love to see you. And we thank you for your financial contributions, and we thank everyone that's on committees. Thank you.
We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now. It is time to realize in this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love.
Feel like I've been to church. Thank you. Your gifts, freely offered, are gratefully received. Thank you for your support of this congregation. Thank you for your generosity. We have a program here at First Unitarian. It's been going on for a long time called CORE Circles. That's an acronym, CORE. Creative, open, religious exploration. These are small groups that meet usually monthly. And I just want to hold up that program and the many folks who are involved in it. If you are one of those folks who are in or have been or have facilitated a core circle, would you stand up briefly so we can recognize you? Thank you.
In the rush and the roar of our days, there is seldom time for silence, for being still and allowing ourselves to connect with the breath that is available to us, the breath of life, the breath of all. So can we do that now? Be in this place, just for a moment of rest, moment of stillness, attending to your breath. Pray with me. Spirit of life that is love, Holy One of small things and a universe that is pure mystery, we give thanks for this sanctuary, this house of connection, a place where we can be transformed, where we can be nourished to transform, this sanctuary where we lay down our burdens, where we celebrate the small and quiet joys that keep us going. As we breathe together, may we remember that we are not alone. May we remember that it is in bearing witness to each other that life can take on new meaning. In the sharing of our joys, of our sorrows, may we remember that compassion is more than just a word. It is acts of kindness, of hospitality, of doing no harm, of reminding ourselves and each other that we are important to each other not only because of what we do, but simply because we are. As difficult as it may be, help us to understand that comfort is not the central goal of community, but connection is, love is. And love means risking discomfort so that everyone, no exceptions, can experience having their basic needs supplied. To borrow from the author Andre Maul, sanctuary, this place within these church walls, is where courage begins, where we can and do experience the full presence of each other. Because in this place, we can share our humanity, we can share our differences, and because of that, this is where the practice of holy gratitude that will guide us through our days begins. May the Spirit of life that is love and the Holy One of small things and a universe that is pure mystery hold us, guide us, and remind us to be with and for each other. It is the only way we will survive. Amen.
I'm going to invite you all to rise to your feet, if you would, for this next song. This one is a song of worship, meditation, togetherness. It's very much a chant, and we would love for you to sing with us, join your voices with ours. Repeats. So we'll sing through the first part of it, and then we'll repeat that. And we would love for you guys to join along if you feel so moved. It's called I Need You to Survive. I need you. You need me. We're all a part of God's body. Stand with me. Agree with me. We're all a part of God's body. It is God's will that every need be supplied. Are important to me. I need you to survive. You are important to me. I need you to
We're going to do that again.
I need you. I need you. You need me. You need me. We're all a part of God's body. Stand with me. Stand with me. Agree with me. Agree with me. We're all a part of God's body. It is God's will. It is God's will. Every need be supplied. That every need be supplied. You are important to me. You are important to me. I need you to survive. Again. You are important to me. I need you to survive. I pray for you. I pray for you. You pray for me. You pray for me. I love you. I love you. I need you to survive. I won't harm you. I won't harm you. With words from my mouth. I love you. I love you. I need you to survive. I pray for you. You pray for me. I love you. I need you to survive. I won't harm you. With words from my mouth. With words from my mouth. I love you. I love you. I need you to sing it again. Survive. I pray for you. You pray for me. I love you. I love you. I need you to survive. I won't harm you. With words from my mouth. I love you. I need you to survive. I pray for you. I pray for me.
Maybe this is not that kind of church, but somebody say amen. Right? Woo! But yeah, you did it. Amen. There's this tug of war that goes on in me whenever Mike invites me to preach down here, and thank you so much, Mike. And that is, I'm like, well, I could say yes, and then I'll have some words, but the music, whew. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. No day is a given, not even this day. So how blessed it is that we are here then, together in this space made sacred by our presence and by our intentions. Friends, I have missed you. It is good to be with you. It is good and holy to be making meaning with you on this Sunday morning. It is good to lift our hearts in song. Thank you for that. It is good to share our burdens, our sorrows, to celebrate our joys. It is good to feel the web of community that holds us together, whether we are here in person or online. In the midst of a world that feels very much like it is breaking apart, I am grateful to be here on this day, creating community with you. Life in the past 2+ years has been overwhelming. Has that been your experience as well? Yeah. The news, if you pay attention to it, which I can't help myself, is a torrential flood of despair. And, we're experiencing very real floods, even as the temperatures hit higher and higher highs around the globe. And just when you think we're emerging from unprecedented times with the pandemic, there is suddenly this thing called monkeypox to worry about, alongside the creeping resurgence of polio. My mom often says, God doesn't give you more than you can handle. And lately, it seems like God has maybe overestimated just how much we could take. Or else God is on vacation. Or perhaps God knows something about humankind that we have forgotten about ourselves and desperately, desperately need to remember. Now, the truth is, I don't actually believe in an omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent God. And when I'm swirling in overwhelm, I feel the need to believe in something, to grasp some shred of understanding that it would explain the what and the why of the experiences we're living through. And maybe you can relate. Maybe like me, you start looking for signs, for messages everywhere. Even though you know that it's not probably super rational, but still you keep an eye out just in case, you never know. So weeks ago, when I happened upon a poem titled Kiss by Ellen Bass, I read it and I paused. And I had this moment asking no one in particular, what is the universe, the holy, God, somebody trying to tell me now? Rather than try to tell you what the poem is about, I'll just read it. It's Kiss, Ellen Bass. When Lynn saw the lizard floating in her mother-in-law's swimming pool, she jumped in. And when it wasn't breathing, its body limp as a baby drunk on milk, she laid it in her palm and pressed one fingertip to its silky breast with just about the force you need to test the ripeness of a peach, only quicker, a brisk little push with a bit of a spring in it. And then she knelt, dripping wet in her Doc Martens and camo t-shirt with the neck ripped out, and bent her face to the lizard's face, her big plush lips to the stiff, small jaw. And she pried apart with her opposable thumb and blew a tiny puff into the lizard's lungs. The sun glared against the turquoise water. What did it matter if she saved one lizard? One lizard more or less in the world. But she bestowed the kiss of life again and again until the lizard's wrinkled lids peeled back. Its muscles roused its own first breath, and she set it on the hot cement where it rested a moment before darting off. What is the universe? The holy God, somebody, Ellen Bass, trying to tell us now? Imagine fully dressed in what in my youth was the Misfits uniform. Doc Martens, leather, not inexpensive, diving in before anyone can protest. Diving in without hesitation and lifting with care a creature whose existence we seldom give thought to. Diving in without hesitation, drenched now, without a change of clothes even, to offer salvation. One fingertip, a brisk little push with a bit of a spring in it, offering life. Resurrection in the form of a tiny puff of air. Did she even stop to ponder if it would work? CPR on a lizard. Who ever heard of such a thing? Was she hoping to turn into a princess, royalty of some sort? A lizard, it doesn't even have thumbs, for God's sake. It literally can't make anything. It will never be able to participate in a capitalist economy and prove its worth by accumulating wealth or anything for that matter. It's a lizard. And here we are. The poet is telling us that having pried apart the lizard's stiff jaw with her opposable thumb, she bestowed the kiss of life. Again and again. The poet is asking us, what did it matter if she saved one lizard? I read this poem and I paused. I studied my opposable thumbs. I studied them. What, I asked, does it mean to be human? What does it mean to be human in a time such as this, when the world is shifting, turning, when there is a flood of despair and overwhelm, and maybe it's difficult to know where and how to dive in, whom and what to hold with gentleness, with care, who and what to save. Recently, I received an email from a colleague in a distant country. Never having met before, he took the time to introduce himself, to share with me the fullness of his ministry, which involved caring for those displaced by the ravages of war. In his email, he tells me that he's caring for displaced Ukrainian guests. And then in parentheses, he says, I don't like calling them refugees. I don't like calling them refugees. I pause. I feel the lightness of his word choice. Guest. I feel the weight of the word he's rejecting. Refugee. A word his church community also rejected. I think of the politics of his country, a country that in 2016 and 2017 and even now denied entry to and forcibly deported Muslims that they labeled refugees, who were also displaced by unjust wars. A country not unlike our own that sought to place a ban on displaced peoples from majority Muslim countries. I think of the word guest, how light it is. Unburdened, guest, invited, welcome, deserving of hospitality. And I note to myself that his guests, like him, are white. Their humanity is relatable and recognizable to him. I think of the word refugee and how in its context it's reserved for the religious and racialized other whose lives are perceived as too different, deserving of persecution. It was reserved for those whose very humanity was in question. I read and reread his email. Who would you dive into the pool for? Who would I wonder? Here in the US in 2017, our then president signed an executive order banning foreign nationals from 7 predominantly Muslim countries from visiting our country for 90 days. Suspended entry of all Syrian refugees indefinitely. Many lawyers and immigration activists responded by diving in, showing up at airports in the chaos of the Muslim ban. Maybe they understood that to be human is to care, and to care is to use that which we've been given, perhaps our thumbs and compassion and breath, to be here for all of us. They understood that written on each one of us in invisible ink are the words, handle with care, no exceptions. They understood that ours is the task of prying apart anything that seeks to deny anyone the chance to thrive. These are old stories though, right? So things are different now, right? Right, except they're not. Except we still struggle to know how to be human in a time such as this, a time that has always been, a time such as this when we finally seem to have gotten serious about passing climate change legislation and now to be accountable. A time such as this when a 10-year-old whose body was violated and used against her will is caught in an anti-abortion fight for her life and her future. A time such as this when schools are free to remove students and teachers and persecute parents who are lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, queer. When a person whose words, whose story led to the kidnapping and brutal slaying of a young man in Mississippi in 1955 won't ever be held accountable, even after she's confessed that she did not tell the truth, that she fabricated a story. God, professes my mom, does not give you more than you can handle. And perhaps God knows something about us that we've forgotten about ourselves, and that is, especially in times such as these, that we have the capacity to not harm each other. We have the capacity to be each other's. We have the capacity to help the whole thrive. Later, you'll hear the words of the poet Elizabeth Alexander, and she says, "Some live by love thy neighbor as thyself, others by first do no harm, or take no more than you need. What if the mightiest word is love? Love beyond marital, filial, national, love that casts a widening pool of light, love with no need to preempt grievance." She says, "Some live by love thy neighbor, others by first do no harm. What if the mightiest word is love? Love that is one small gift of breath, one moment of diving in, fully clothed, a tiny hope from one being to another, doing something utterly foolish but wild with possibility, overflowing with thoughtless compassion, just because we should all be handled with care. Because we are here, and this is the reason we are here, for all of us, nothing else, no reward, no thought of if the recipient is deserving or worthy or why bother. Maybe the world won't change, but someone's world will, just for a moment. and you will too, not into a god or an angel or a savior or royalty, but perhaps you will be made more human, which is to say, more alive, more loving, more connected, and more whole for having been of use for a mere moment, for having used your opposable thumbs, for having heeded the notice to care. No day is a given, and we are here in this day. Praise a song for this day, for being alive in this great turning. Praise song for tenderness, for diving in, for handling each other with care, for every opportunity we have. Every opportunity we have for sharing breath, breath of life, breath of hope, breath of love, for as long as we are here. Amen. We invite you to join us in singing the musical response. And the lyrics are, we are here. We are here for all of us. That's why we're here. In the moment between our singing, we'll reflect on the poem Praise Song for the Day by Elizabeth Alexander. Please.
We are here. We are here for all of us. We are here for all of us. That's why we are here. Why we are here. We are here. We are here for all of us. We are here for all of us.
That's why we are here.
That's why we are here. Why we are here.
Go about our business, walking past each other, catching each other's eyes or not, about to speak or speaking. All about us is noise. All about us is noise and bramble, thorn and din. Each one of our ancestors on our tongues. Someone is stitching up a hem, darning a hole in a uniform, patching a tire, repairing things in need of repair. Someone is trying to make music somewhere with a pair of wooden spoons and an oil drum, with cello, boombox, harmonica, voice. A woman and her son wait for the bus. A farmer considers the changing sky. A teacher says, "Take out your pencils, begin." We encounter each other in words, words spiny or smooth, whispered or declaimed, words to consider, reconsider. We cross dirt roads and highways that mark the will of someone and then others who said, "I need to see what's on the other side. I know there's something better down the road." We need to find a place where we are safe. We walk into that which we cannot yet see.
We are here. We are here for all of us. We are here for all of us. That's why we are here. Why we are here. We are here. We're here for all of us. We are here for all of us. We're all here for all of us. why we are here. That's why we are here, why we are here.
Say it plain that many have died for this day. Sing the names of the dead who brought us here, who laid the train tracks, raised the bridges, picked the cotton and the lettuce, built brick by brick the glittering edifices they would keep clean and work inside of. Praise song for the struggle, praise song for the day, praise song for every hand-lettered sign that figuring it out at kitchen tables. Some live by love thy neighbor as thyself. Others by first do no harm or take no more than you need. What if the mightiest word is love? Love beyond marital, filial, national. Love that casts a widening pool of light, love with no need to preempt grievance. In today's sharp sparkle, this blessed air, anything can be made, any sentence begun. On the brink, on the brim, on the cusp, praise song for walking forward in that light.
We are here. We are here for all of us. We are here for all of us. That's why we are here. Why we are here. We are here. We are here. We are here for all of us. We are here for all of us. We are here for all of us. That's why we are here. That's why we are here. Why we are here. We are here. We are here for all of us. We are here for all of us. That's why we are here, why we are here, we are here.
Please stand as you are willing and able and join us in singing our closing affirmation, and remain standing, please, for the benediction.
Behind all our differences and beneath our diversity, there is a unity that makes us one and binds us forever together throughout all time, through life and death, and the space between the stars. Throughout all time, throughout all time, through life and death, and the space between the stars.
Love feeds love. No day is a given, and here we are in this day. Praise song for this day, for being alive in this great turning. Praise song for tenderness, for diving in and handling each other with care. Every opportunity we have for sharing breath, breath of life, breath of hope, breath of love, for as long as we are here. There is a larger love right here, looking for you. Reach out and embrace it. And so may it be. Amen.